Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Fixing Up the Commonwealth. Hope life's good. I hope you're all well today. So we're going to work in here today. So relax, kick back, get a little bit of coffee or tea, whatever you prefer, and watch me with this, what seems on the face of it, a simple little build. But nothing is ever simple in Fallout 4, as we know if you've been watching for a while or if you are a fellow builder. So let's get into the build menu and then we can have a wee chat. So here we go. We are in the build menu. We're going to do a little bit of tidying up, get rid of a few things. Initially I put those in as supports and then had this wonderful idea to build a little dwelling here. And the little dwelling here is really for the bartender that looks after the bar there. We'll get rid of that debris. I was being just a little bit cautious because you can scrap the wrong thing, and if you know anything about Fallout, you know, once you've scrapped it, there is no going back. So just got to be a little bit careful. So what I'm doing here is I'm just trying to figure out what the height is for my floor, which that seems to be quite a bit too high for me. So how do we get around this? Well, the fix is pretty easy. Just use either the barn or the warehouse walls, which are a little bit longer. And then the floor isn't that. Yeah, I can live with that. That's much better. That floor is going to be much better. And you're probably sitting there going, "What the heck is he talking about?" You'll see in a sec. Yeah, snap. Come on, that's it. So that's the foundation floor there. I didn't want it too high, so that's pretty good. So this area in here, yeah, this fights me a lot, and it takes me a long time to get this floor right. And that's basically partly my fault because I put the boundary fences in, and what I'm thinking here is I'm going to maybe take that out to give us a little bit more room, because we really don't need that little retainer wall there. Just be careful when you're doing this kind of stuff, because when you scrap the assets in that Bethesda put in, they're not always, you can't always put them back in. And then you can be in a whole world of hurt, and it can cause you some issues. And yeah, I do that in a little bit, the build a little bit further on, not in this area, but a little bit further on. Okay, it's always good to kind of get rid of some of that debris as well, because sometimes it can interfere with snapping and all kinds of weird stuff. So okay, so I'm going to spend a bit of faffage time here. And once I've got this floor down, we will come back and you'll see the magic. So here we go. I've had to do all kinds of stuff to get this to work. You can see the border fence, the fence border's gone for a minute. All kinds of stuff to get this floor. Now I end up with this gap here, and I'm like, what am I going to do? And then I have a brainwave. You'll see that in a wee bit. Don't worry, we'll put the fence back in. It's fine. I won't even use, well, we might even use these walls to be part of the fence. And if you've watched me for a while, you know a lot of the times when I'm building like this, it's improvised building. So what you start with is not always what ends up happening with the build. And yeah, you just got to go with the way that the settlement moves and flows and all kinds of stuff. So I'll do the same in there. I want to put a floor in there, and yeah, I have an idea what I want to put in there actually. Oh, look at that! It's the snapping gods are actually liking me today. I wonder if that little one will go in there. Oh yeah! Oh, you saw it for a second. There you go. Sometimes you just get lucky. There we go. Nice. That's as far as I want to go. Now what I realise is, yeah, if I put a wall in there, it's going to go through the stairs. But anyway, we'll come back in a second once I stop faffing around with this. Or maybe I'll just stop faffing now. So, I'm like, what can I put in there to fill that gap? Thinking time. And then I'm like, yeah, I know what I can put in there if I can find them. I have these little floor fillers, not in there. Where are they? Not in there. Maybe they're in here. Ooh, hang on. Yep, there you go. So we've got these little metal floor fillers, and they should, a lot of the time they will snap in. Anyway, we will see. We'll see if we can get them to fit. I may have to persuade the first one in, and then you see they'll snap to each other. So I'm not happy with that just quite yet, because it's not close enough to that wall. So I may have to switch the collision off. Let's see if we can do it without place anywhere. No, that's not really close enough. No, I don't want to do that either. That's what I want to do. Okay, global collision. Let's see how far we can get this across. Oh, look at that. I don't know how many times that actually happens to me, where it didn't look as though it would snap, and then all of a sudden it snaps. And of course global collision is still switched off, as I didn't realise when I was building. There we go, see that? And now they're snapping. All you need to get in is one, so that's filled that gap in there nicely. Okay, looking good so far. There's a bit of a gap there, but we can fix that later. There's all kinds of manner of things that are lying around that I've pulled out of there, but anyway, not to worry. And I have a very specific idea for the way I want this little dwelling to look. But again, I'd encourage you to do this. I'd encourage you to use all the kind of space that you can in your settlement. Oh, that's the wrong way around. It's the wrong door. I want the door to go the other way. Hello? Yep, thank you. That one, thanks. There we go. Yep, that works. In underneath. Yep, stairs on there, and we should be good. Okay, no worries. So far, this is going okay. So that was that front, the facade, the front facade, or that wall, whichever you want to call it, is from the G2M mod. Great little mod. I did do a mod review on the channel on that one. If you haven't checked that out and you're interested in learning more, look up that G2M in mod reviews on the, I think it's the mod review playlist, and you'll learn a little bit more. It is a great little mod, and I've been using it for quite a while. Okay, we're actually getting somewhere, but it's yeah, it's getting dark, so I'm going to put a few more things in, and then we're going to go and sleep. So there's still a few struggles to overcome here. I can see them. Yeah. But we will get to that once we've had a little bit of a sit down or a sleep or whatever. Now, here is the problem. If you snap that up there, it might go through the walkway up there. And so I need to have that a little bit lower than normal. Otherwise, people are going to trip over it upstairs. So I'm going to have to use place anywhere. You can use a pillar or whatever to get this in. Or what I'd ideally suggest that you do, get rid of that, don't need that anymore, okay, is put that together, put that whole area together, and then pillar glitch it in. So I'll be back in a sec once I've had a bit of a sit around. So, brand new day. Although it is still very dark here, I think this schoolhouse makes it a little bit dark as well. So anyway, back into the build menu. Oh my god, I tell you what, the build menu here is not too bad. I went to do a video at Sanctuary the other day on this particular save, and it took forever to load in, my goodness. Guys, just while I'm thinking about that, you know, the reason I was at Sanctuary the other day was basically because we have a build challenge going on the channel, and thank you so much to all the people that have already said they're going to attempt the build. There is many of you, and I'm really chuffed about that. I'm really pleased that so many of you are going to try it. If you don't know what we're talking about and you'd like something to do over the holidays, check out the 3 floors build challenge. It was put up a couple of weeks ago. We've already got, at time of recording, a few people that have submitted their builds already, so they're finding it's a pretty quick thing to do, but you can be very creative with it. Okay, so we have a bit of an issue there. We resolve it. I think I end up taking that metal floor out in the end because of that clipping issue that you can see. But anyway, it's in there for now, and Yeah, so yeah, I haven't done a build challenge for a while, so it was good to kind of get in and put in a build challenge before Christmas, and hopefully we do a few more in the new year once we get things settled on the channel in 2020. Oh my god, you got no idea how long this took me to get sorted out here. You can see that floor's now gone, and I'm trying to put this particular piece in, and it just will not go. It takes me a long time. There you go, one of those simple things in Fallout that should be easy. Nah, not at all. You can see the snapping issues we're having. There's all kinds of stuff. We get it in the end, but it's just painful. Oh, hang on. And we can do that. Can we put one in there? We can glitch one in there. Cool. Yeah. No, leave that there because it's locking. See? Oh, hang on. That might work. Hang on. Will that snap into that? What about the other one? Come on. Come on. Look, it wants to snap all the way. I've left this faffage in. It is a lot of faffage, but it kind of gives you an idea of the kind of stuff that I have to put up with when I'm building. And obviously you will also come across this kind of rubbish that we have to deal with. All I want to do is fill that gap there. And as I said, this build looked on the face of it to be easy. Nope, sorry, it's just fighting it. Fine. So okay, so we'll get that across in there. It will fill that gap. There we go. Right, like that. Press the button quick. There we go. That's it. That works. There is a gap underneath the house in that corner. What's that stuff? We'll get rid of that. We need that in our lives, really. Yeah, no, we'll fix that gap underneath. That's alright. We'll fix that. Don't worry about it. I've got the wall in. That's all I care about. Yeah, just coming back to the competition for a wee while. For those of you that are working on that challenge, submitting your builds, you can do a video for me and post it on your channel and send me a link to it, and I will feature it on this channel. I will be featuring all the people that build there on the channel. We might do what we've done in the past and just do update videos when a few of you have got builds in. I can capture your footage off of YouTube if I need to, so that's not a major drama. The other way of doing it is if you don't have the capacity to do a build video, you can post your build photos and share your stuff on Discord if that's an easier way of doing it. Either or, I really don't care. And also I want to just be clear with the build challenge. We have said that it is okay to build in Fallout 76 as well. So if you want to have a go, you're not building 4 but you're building 76, well, go for your life. So I shouldn't have done that. You know, I shouldn't have pulled that out because now that's not going to snap in there, and we're going to faff around a wee bit more. So we'll be back in a second once we solved it. So you know, I've ignored my own mantra. As you guys would know, my own mantra is yeah, get the foundation correct before you start doing everything else. And yeah, anyway, it's one of those improvised builds though, and so you just gotta just go with the flow. I have an idea what I'm going to put in that corner now, so that's all right. I'm pretty happy with that, the way that is. Put all these walls in. Come on. And then we can get into the decoration. So if you're having trouble snapping something in, put a wall in where it will snap and then snap off it, and that gives you less dramas. So I want to kind of keep this all nice and open. I don't want to fill it in too much, but obviously, yeah, we get some inclement weather in the Commonwealth. Well, I don't, because I've got a mod that fixes that, but in the normal game you'll get some crappy weather. So it's always sunny here. It's like Queensland actually, this version of Fallout for me, because it's always sunny, and yeah, we know in real life that doesn't necessarily work. So we have these ceiling boards that come with workshop rearranged, and the big trick is just to find somewhere to snap them. Once you snap them, you can use whatever Quappa or place anywhere or whatever, and yeah, move them around, and then just fill in those gaps as you need to. And it kind of gives you a nice texture above too. They will want to sit down. You can see there's a specific point that wants to sit down into, and I could switch off the collision on this one, but I'm not too worried about it. There, come on. Ooh, hang on. Or you can do that, or you can have them a little bit lower. Is that going to snap to that? I wish that would snap to that. It would make life for me a little bit easier. But anyway, let's do it the difficult one. Hang on. So, in case I just, fill in the spots in that you want to fill in. And again, it's all this little stuff that takes you time. So I've sped it up a little bit, but you kind of sort of get the idea. These are good little tools. I haven't used them much, but in this kind of scenario, they work perfectly. It's exactly what they're designed for. So just leave it. Yeah, and the thing about these is they don't have to be. You don't have to have them overly. Oh no, I got it. I was able to grab it. I thought I'd lost that for a second. You can have them. You don't have to finesse them too much. You can have them kind of scrappy looking. I think it helps with the overall look of the build actually, to have them not as. Hang on. Not as neat as possible. I'm sure I filled that door in. In fact, when I first started the settlement, before I built that schoolhouse, I definitely filled that door in. I don't know where it's going, or is it a window? It's a proper window. Anyway, we're going to put one of those in there just so we can't see it, basically. There we go, that'll do. We could just put a wall there actually. Don't call me actually. Is that what I'm going to do? I think so. Yeah. Why am I worrying about that? I just put a wall in there. Or not. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that sort of works. So you can see it's. I like this. I like it being scrappy. I like the kind of free flow nature of the building like this. Yeah, and you can just patch it up like that. Look, that's it. And put another one there. And nobody would know unless they'd watched the build video. So there we go, guys. We've pretty much got the build done. Into decoration time, and then we will come back and you can have a wee bit of a tour. See you in a sec. Okay, so here is the finished article. You can see I've added a little bit of junk to the front here, and yeah, let's go and see what it looks like all dressed up and looking spectacular. So I made this artwork. I really like this little shack and little area here, and it shows you what you can do just with a little area. There's a little couch, somewhere for them to eat. Shimmy past here. Here's a bed. This is from the Red Rocket Reborn mod from the Master Plan series. But yeah, very basic. Kitchen. I've integrated the stove and the sink into this area here. And yeah, there's a lot of convenience in there to do its business, and there's a fridge, and that's pretty much all there is. Oh, there's this special guide here, Vaultware Survival Guide, if you need it. And yeah, pause that and read it. Yeah, this turned out really nice, and it just shows you shouldn't ignore these little spaces because there is an opportunity to build. And I think as a Barkeep's kind of little house, it works really nicely. Kind of blends in. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this build. Hope you're enjoying fixing up the Commonwealth, and catch you next time on the channel. See ya!